Tim Coney sent an email that I thought was good. I was thinking about it too, but I didn't vocalize it, so I want to give him credit for it. You know, he took a quote that we have on our website. It's from a White House press conference on March 13, 2002, of George Bush. So I don't know where he is, meaning Osama bin Laden. You know, I just don't spend that much time on him, to be honest with you. And then he compared it to Pervez Musharraf's quote today, saying bin Laden and Ayman al-Zawahiri are still at large. Doesn't mean much to him, and that his troops are not looking for them. And Tim asked the right question. Gee, I wonder where Musharraf got the idea to say bin Laden and Zawahiri are irrelevant and we shouldn't bother looking for it.
The threat that bin Laden posed won't truly be eliminated until he is found either dead or alive.
Well, as I say, we hadn't heard much from him. And I wouldn't necessarily say he's at the center of any command structure. And, you know, again, I don't know where he is. I repeat what I said. I truly am not that concerned about him. I know he is on the run. I was concerned about him when he had taken over a country.
Yeah. Apparently you weren't that concerned about him when he took over First of all, he didn't take over Afghanistan. That's wrong. The Taliban had Afghanistan. They're a different entity than Al-Qaeda. And second of all, you weren't that concerned about him because you didn't do shit before 9/11. So how concerned could you have been? Did you go get him in Afghanistan? No. Did you do anything to prevent the attack when your intelligence officials said there's going to be an attack on New York and Washington using planes? Bin Laden determined to attack inside the United States? Did you do anything then? No. So apparently you weren't that concerned before or after 9/11 about Bin Laden. Every time I hear that quote, it outrages me in a different way. Two things about it before we move on. One, how incompetent are the Democrats? They ran against that guy in 2004, and they never ran that clip in a commercial. They never even mentioned it. Are you nuts? In the convention, between the speeches, I would have had that clip on a loop. Over and over. In fact, all I would have had is Bush clips on a loop of him saying one idiotic thing after another. You were running against them. Why didn't you use any of this? I mean, so when I look back at it, I get so angry at John Kerry and all the Democrats. My God, man, put that in a commercial and go, you're going to reelect this guy who says he's not even concerned about getting the guy who did 9/11 and instead went into Iraq that had nothing to do with 9/11. Oh, God, they were so grossly incompetent. You see this, right? I literally get enraged every time I think about it. But what we've heard that clip dozens of times now. But what I didn't pick up until this time was the little giggle in the middle. Man, that puts an extra freaking pissed off in me.
And, again, I don't know where he is.
What the fuck with the giggle? You think this is funny? I mean, he ran his whole campaign in 2004 on I'm the freaking tough guy on terrorism. And he's run his whole 8 years in office about how he's the guy to go get terrorism. And when he's talking about bin Laden, and you know what, let me give you the time on that. March 13th, 2002. That's about exactly 6 months after September 11th. And the bitch is giggling. We didn't get bin Laden. I'm not that concerned about it. Fucking Democrats suck, man. They should have kicked the shit out of him. They should have run him out of town, tarred and feathered. And they lost to this incompetent, loser, giggling bitch. God damn. Man, they better not run another wuss campaign like that, man. Whoever the candidate is, they better tear him to shreds. But, yeah, wish us luck. See what happens. So I don't hold your breath.